If I was about to die and I could only tell my family and my friends one last thing, I would tell them in exact words: do things because they benefit you, not because they benefit others. Be a bit more selfish. Because if you're spending your whole life helping other people, what's going to happen to you is you're not going to make any of the progress you want to. Your friends might want to go out to the pub, but does that mean you go out to the pub with them if you want to go to sleep? If it benefits you more to go to sleep, why don't you just go to sleep? Why don't you just skip the pub entirely? And if you're one of those people who like to say, oh, but you need balance, guess what? Keep filling your empty dam. I hope it fills up one day, but it probably won't. Instead, why don't you fix the dam? Why don't you get rid of the issue? Why don't you stop doing things because they benefit other people? Why don't you cut off people if it benefits them to know you more than it benefits you to know them? If they provide zero value, why do you still talk to them? If they've never helped you enough, why do you still talk to them? And it seems extreme until you realise life comes down to the fine things, the fine details. Whether it be in making a Michelin-star restaurant dish, whether it be making your bed. You can make your bed and then you can properly make your bed. Whether it be polishing a door handle. Or in other words, surround yourself with things that are going to benefit you, and do not put yourself in a scenario that is going to drag you down. Ever. Because you have control over your scenario, you know. You have control over the friends you hang out with and talk to, the family that you go and see. You have a lot more control than you think. So instead of doing things for the sake of doing them because my whole family, my friends are, why don't you do things because it benefits you and no other reason? Once you start doing this, you become so efficient with productivity that productivity doesn't even matter anymore. You just are productive. You don't waste time ever again. And I'm being dead serious. You become so productive you don't even think of negativity. You don't even think of slowing down. And if you see this as a selfish view, oh yeah, it is. Because you need to put yourself first. You can't achieve your dreams without putting yourself first. If you're going to put others ahead of you your whole life, I promise you, and I really, really mean this, you will do nothing. You won't do a single thing in your life. So begin to be a bit more selfish. Put things that are going to help your life right there, and put things that are going to help other people's lives behind all of the things that are going to help your lives first. You need to put your life before everyone else's lives, because you can't give people more value without being valuable yourself, and you can't gain value without putting yourself first and trenching in that realm for a little bit of time. If you do it the other way, your value will be equivalent to that. It'll be nothing. So to finalise, put things that benefit you first, and then put things that don't benefit you after. Simple as that. It's just like the gym. You wouldn't do bench press as your last exercise on chest day because you know how beneficial bench press is. You probably do it first. And it's exactly the same as that. You need to make an order that you work through, and you need to go through it step by step. You can't make jumps because otherwise you'll miss out on some of that value that you can provide yourself. So as another way of putting it, why don't you put things that benefit you first in the list and things that don't benefit you behind all of the stuff that benefits you first? Do it in blocks. All of the benefits, all of the non-benefits. And you work through it step by step until you knock them all out. And by the time you knock them all out, you probably have more beneficial things to do. That creates an endless cycle of productivity. So now I've shared with you this power. Why don't you go abuse it to the maximum of your capabilities and become the greatest version of yourself, not by a little bit, but by such a large margin that people look up to you instead of you looking up to others. And of course, if you want an easy start to the chain of beneficial actions to follow, why don't you start by joining our channel and joining us on our journey to become the greatest versions of ourselves? I hope this has helped you. Take care.